We're going to take a closer look at 8 ingredients and growing practices banned elsewhere but still allowed here. This isn't about pointing fingers or laying blame. It's just about understanding the bigger picture and asking, how can we do better? And stick around until the end, because we'll also talk about some simple steps you can take to make healthier, more sustainable choices for you and your family. First up, brominated vegetable oil, or BVO. It's used in sodas to keep flavors from separating, but it's been linked to memory and nerve issues. That's why countries like Europe and Japan have banned it. Here in the US, it was only recently announced that BVO would finally be banned in food products. And then there's potassium bromate. It makes bread fluffy, which sounds harmless enough, but it's classified as a possible carcinogen. That's why it's banned in the UK, Canada, and Brazil. Yet, it's still in some of the bread we eat every day. Next, artificial dyes like red 40 and yellow 5. Studies have linked them to hyperactivity in children, and some countries require warning labels or outright ban them. But in the US, they're everywhere. Even the preservatives we use, like BHA and BHD, are a concern. They help keep cereal and snacks fresh, but they're also linked to cancer in lab studies, which is why they're banned in Europe and Japan. And don't forget RBGH and RBSD, the hormones used in dairy to boost milk production. They're banned in countries like Canada and Japan for their potential health risks, but they're still used in US dairy products. Let's talk about pesticides. Chlorpyrifos, for example, is used on crops like fruits and vegetables. It's been linked to developmental delays in children, and it's banned in the EU and Canada. It wasn't until 2021 that the EPA announced a ban on food uses, effectively removing it from agricultural use here. Then there's paraquat, a highly toxic herbicide banned in over 30 countries. It's so dangerous that even a tiny amount can be lethal. But here, it's still used to control weeds on massive farms. And we can't overlook genetically modified organisms, or GMOs. While countries like Austria and Italy have strict restrictions or outright bans on GMO crops, the US grows them on a massive scale. The long-term effects? We're still figuring those out. The impact of these practices goes beyond what's on your plate. They harm our soil, pollute our water, and even contribute to the decline of essential pollinators like bees. The ripple effects are everywhere. So why does all of this matter? Because what we eat isn't just about us. It's about our families, our communities, and future generations. Imagine your kids or grandkids growing up in a world where clean, healthy food is harder to come by, where the soil is depleted and the air and water are polluted. That's not the legacy any of us want to leave behind. But it doesn't have to be this way. We have the power to make changes, small ones that add up over time. It starts with buying food from local farmers who care about how it's grown. It's about supporting smaller-scale, sustainable farming practices that prioritize health over profit. And if you can, it's about growing a little bit of your own food. Even just a few herbs or vegetables can make a difference. The good news is, we're not powerless. Every time you choose fresh, local, or organic food, you're casting a vote for a better food system. Every meal you make with clean, healthy ingredients is an investment in your family's future. And the more of us who make these choices, the bigger the impact we can have. If this resonated with you, subscribe to our channel. We're here to share tips, ideas, and inspiration to help you live a healthier, more sustainable life. Because it's not just about what's on your plate, it's about the kind of world we're growing for everyone. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.